What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I really want to go ahead and just, because I've been thinking for like the last couple of days now since like my last Ice Spice video, but like not even just that, like in general we've been having this conversation. Also, my dog is here. Teddy, say hi. Yeah, the reason why I don't put in my videos is because then he'll be the star of the show, and quite frankly it's literally called It's Keisha, not It's Teddy, you know, and you guys will probably love him more than me and ask for him more than, you know how this goes. I really want to go ahead and talk about, I feel like he's judging me. He's not. Teddy literally acts like he pays the rent here, like he literally pays bills, like he owns this place. Baby, you don't do any of those things. All he does is literally wake up, eat, play, sleep, and I wish my life was as simple as that. But you know what, babes? Teddy, I'm actually a little bit jealous of you. Cool. I really want to go ahead and I'm clearly doing my makeup. I clearly want to go ahead, I want to go ahead and talk about Ice Spice. And I know we've been talking about her for quite some time, but I'm actually just like a lot of things have been coming to my mind, and I just really want to speak on something that I find very interesting, quite scary. I do want to rant with you guys, and I love when I feel like I'm on the phone with you guys right now, like, hey bitch, pick up. We need to talk. Yeah, if you guys end up enjoying today's video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It literally costs you nothing and takes what, less than 10 seconds. So what are you waiting for? Love me like you do. Love me like you do. I'm wearing all red today because I have red nails. I don't know how to feel about red nails because sometimes I feel like I look like an auntie, but I don't. And I feel like the haircut isn't helping. But you know what, it is what it is. She's cute or whatever. And I feel like I'm just looking forward to like autumn, winter. So yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to do too much on the makeup because quite frankly, babes, I'm not going anywhere that requires me needing to do too much. I just want to cover my under eye bags because unfortunately they're not Chanel or Christian Dior. They're just literally bags. I'm really concerned now. Like, the thing is, yeah, like people love saying Ice Spice is like a vibe, and sure, but I'm the type of person where I just don't feel like we've had good songs, like properly. I don't feel like I've had a good summer, or I don't feel like I've had a good pop music or hip hop or R&B since like 2017-18, and babe, it's 2024. So whenever I just see artists who just give underwhelming vibes and who don't really offer much apart from like being pretty or like having aesthetic, I just get really pissed off. And sometimes I feel like, damn, am I the problem? Like, sure, sometimes I might be, but this time round I just feel as though like we don't get much from Ice Spice apart from her shaking her ass cheeks. And you know what, shake them, do what it is that you got to do. But also, who is Ice Spice when she's not twerking? That's what I want to know. And also, I do feel like we need more than that. Like, let's say that she was twerking and that was part of her like stage presence, that's what she does on stage, but then equally she's able to lyrically give something, then sure, I promise you I won't have any complaints. I'm not somebody who just likes to like wake up and complain for the sake of it. I really want this conversation to not be twisted or flipped or twerked or spun around in a different way. Like, I just genuinely want to be, I feel like I can speak freely on my platform, and I feel like it hasn't always felt that way, but I do feel like now I feel comfortable enough to speak freely and to really say what's on my mind. Also, I literally have my makeup all over the floor. My room's a mess right now. Literally came back at midnight. It's a lot going on. But anyways, guys, yes, Ice Spice is pretty, and I don't want to like go ahead and discuss someone's looks too much, but because I've been watching so many videos about like Ice Spice, especially as of lately with like the whole Cleo Trapper situation, which I think is a very creative name, by the way, the way people like hype her up, I'm thinking like, I don't want this to sound bitter. I don't want this to sound bitter at all. I feel like if it's a woman saying this, it's going to automatically sound bitter. If it's a guy saying this, it's going to automatically sound like, oh my god, he doesn't get any girls. You're allowed to have a personal opinion. You're allowed to have a preference. Some people might not find me good looking. Each to their own. Am I going to sit on here debating or trying to get people to like me? No. If it's not your cup of tea, bitch, go and drink coffee. Do you know what I mean? But I don't even get that. Like, I don't even get the whole pretty privilege thing of like, oh my god, she's only famous because she's pretty. She's never given me trendsetter. I followed her in the beginning though, let's be very clear. I followed her in the beginning before she collaborated with Taylor Swift. And the reason why I bring up the whole Taylor Swift situation is because that all seems quite calculated, especially because Taylor Swift at the time was dating this guy, generally forgot his name. I know that he's in a band, and he made some really disgusting comments about Ice Spice, going far and just doing Matt Healy, that's his name, Matt Healy. I feel like Taylor Swift probably felt like she had to save face for her brand and stuff, and even though it doesn't really include her, but yeah. And then she collaborated with Ice Spice on the song Karma. Karma is my boyfriend, Karma is a god, you know. That to me was very strategic on everyone's part. I feel like with the whole Cleo Trapper situation coming out and the way that she treated her, like, Could things have been exaggerated a little bit? Sure. But all in all, did Ice Spice invite her friend on a trip to basically disrespect her? Yes. And I feel like a lot of people like brush past the whole text messages because it was a whole bunch of like, okay, but you know, this guy was right about you. This guy was right about you. Like, Ice Spice doesn't give me girls girl. Ice Spice looks like she seeks validation from guys and she loves the attention from men. And some women are like that. And if I'm being honest with you, I do find it quite scary. If you live this life to try and please men, or your whole friendship squad is just guys. Like, what do you mean he was right about you? My manager was right about you. Or this guy was right about you. This friend was right. Like, bro, where the girls at? I do think that made a lot of people realize that, okay, wow, she really is a mean girl. And it's not all that it seems. Because I think Ice Spice's image in the beginning anyways was kind of portrayed as someone who was like, we don't know too much about her. She's not in mix-up. She's not in the drama. She's just minding her business. And then boom, everything just comes out about her. And I feel as though what is done in the dark will always come to light no matter who you are. And that's why 2024 specifically has really been the year of like exposing celebrities. And a lot of people showing their true colors in 4K. We don't have to do too much of the digging. It's just out there. Okay. Now when it comes to Ice Spice in general and this whole pretty privileged conversation, I think that she is a cute girl, but I don't think it's ever given like jaw-dropping, stunning to the point where like if I saw her down the street I'm gonna have to like literally dislocate my neck to my head and literally turn over to her. I'm just gonna be completely honest, because there's been a lot of people like, oh my god, but she's only famous because she's pretty. If I'm being honest, she's only famous because she's light-skinned and because she's got a big ass. Ooh, I said it. She in her mood. Like, gra, she in her mood. Like, bitch, the pronunciation, it don't hit for me. Like, she in her mood. What's moo? Bitch, I'm a cow. Moo. Like, I don't know. Because if I'm being honest with you, I was like, you know what? Let me sit down. Let me sit down with this one. Let me, like, not do too much. I don't want to come across as bitter. But I know how the internet's going to take a video like this. Like, oh my god, you're just so bitter. You're jealous. I'm not jealous of someone mistreating their best friend. So cool best friend. I'm not jealous of somebody who ain't even sure if they're Nigerian or not. She's successful and she's done some things. And kudos to her for that. I feel like she had a cute run and it was quick, and everyone has their opinions on whether she is an industry plant or not. I'm not going to speak too much on that, but what I will say is I don't like to see the comments of, oh, you're just jealous of her. Nah, sometimes I'm just like kind of curious, like, how did we get here? I was mentioning earlier, sorry, this video might be a little bit all over the place, please bear with me. I just feel like there's so much going on in my mind in general. I was mentioning earlier how like I feel like we haven't had good music in such a long time. I know there's so many artists killing it and doing their thing, and I promise you, love to see it. But I feel like that's why I probably haven't gone to concerts in such a long time, because people, like all my faves, either retired, having kids and just wanting to like bake off and do their own thing, which is perfectly fine. But I feel like I just have found a lot of things to be underwhelming. So imagine someone like me who finds a lot of things at the moment being underwhelming for the last couple of years, and then seeing someone like an Ice Spice. Like, I get it, she's a cute little girl, whatever, but I've never ever looked at her and thought, wow, this is lyricist. Like, this is someone who clearly cares about their craft. She's not wanting to do better. She can't take constructive criticism. When someone called her out for her stage presence and the lack of stage presence, her first thought was, you know what, I'm gonna slander this person's appearance and talk about their body. The thing that Ice Spice does, which makes no sense to me, because the thing is, Ice Spice is acting like she's always been a skinny girl. You haven't been a skinny girl, and people loved you for that. You gained an audience because you're like, you know what, she's not like the typical skinny girl in the industry. Like, she is a thickums, you know, and people loved her for that, and she loved herself for that and put it in the music. Miss Ice Spice, Miss Paprika, Miss Coriander, Miss Jerk Seasoning over here had a song where she was saying, I'm thick because I be eating oats. And like, I remember I kept seeing that like trend on TikTok where people would literally go and eat oats because they wanted to get thicker. And I remember hearing that song on TikTok and I was like, okay. The thing about Ice Spice is some of her lines are catchy, don't get it twisted, but they're just not bars. They're just like one-liners that, yeah, I would use as an Instagram picture and probably have. Don't completely hate the girl, absolutely not. But she had a whole trend going, which was about like, you know, putting on weight, getting a little bit thick, because Ice Spice was very thick and her body looked so good. So to now do the whole thing of like trying to act like you've never been on that end of being more thicker or being more on the heavier side, which is nothing wrong with, she's acting like she's born skinny, been skinny, this is her. No, girl, this is now you. And that's okay. Don't go throwing in other people's faces, making other people feel bad for their weight when it's like, what are you talking about? You used to be that. So now that she's lost weight and she's showing videos of her at the gym and stuff, now I believe that she does work hard. I do believe that she's working in the gym, and I think that not everything is Ozempic. I can understand why we could speculate that, because it is like a fast-paced lose weight kind of thing, even though there's a lot of side effects. I do think that she's working hard in the gym, but I also do think that she's kind of like giving the vibe of like, yeah, I came into the industry, wanted to be, and there's a lot of people like that. I came into the industry, wanted to look this way and be perceived this way, like I'm constantly chilling on the blocks and I have my girls around me, when in reality, you're just not a girl's girl. Sure, that's fine, but But when you market yourself in one way and you're the complete opposite, everyone's allowed to be shickety shockety shook. And bitch, my jaw was to the ground. Not gonna lie to you. Am I surprised that she's a mean girl? No, not necessarily. But the whole like friendship thing and like her hanging out with guys, like, listen, I'm not trying to make it into a problem, but it does become a problem when I think it is a problem, to be honest. If your whole friendship group is literally just guys, I think that's very sus, especially as a woman. I'm like, what is it? Because then it kind of gives me energy. It kind of gives the same energy as like, oh, you know, girls do me dirty. Girls are so bitter and bitchy. And it's like, not every girl is the same. But also you telling men that's just kind of the energy that Ice Spice gives me, okay? So yeah, the person that she came into the industry as is just not the same, you know? And I kind of respected her a lot with the whole Drake situation when I think Drake tried to like, was it flirt with her or like, I don't know, do something with her and she turned it down allegedly. I respected her for that because I feel like a lot of people in that situation when they're just coming to any ounce of fame would have like hopped on that moment with Drake, especially being a prominent figure in hip hop or just in the industry alone. That was one of the things that I really loved about Ice Spice. She could have easily hopped into a moment and really just did the whole Drake thing of, you know, getting the attention from Drake and him putting her on or whatever, and she decided to do something different. And I think for me personally, I looked at it like, wow, she seems a lot different from a lot of the other girls within the same space as her in the industry who would have taken advantage of that Drake moment. Each to their own. I totally get both sides of things, but it made me look at her like, wow, she's got a different type of attitude and aura here. I'm intrigued to know. In the beginning, really did like her personality, her interviews, like watching them, the way that she speaks, she's very softly spoken. I really enjoyed it, you know? And I think that as time went on and the more interviews she did and the more bigger she got, the larger her ego got and the larger her head got. And it was just insane to see, to be honest. And you guys can see it for yourself. It's all out there. I'm not going to sit on here and pretend that I've never listened to an Ice Spice song or I never use any of her songs as my captions, because if you go on my Instagram, which you should anyways, it's a fun time over there. Best believe I'm going to post a cute ass picture today, so go over in there and comment hi. But no, all jokes aside, it's not a joke. I obviously have used her songs as captions before because I find them to be quite cute or whatever, but they're not bars. They're just like cute words and cute one-liners. You know, she ate with that, but nothing serious. This was like a really adorable moment as well that I liked from Ice Spice when someone tried to, well, actually a lot of people tried to say that Ice Spice has Down syndrome, because a lot of people would have seen this and took it quite aggressively and would have been shady towards like the Down syndrome community and just would have got very negative real quickly, which was so unnecessary. But yeah, speaking of this topic very quickly, it's strange how people are trying to find something to critique in terms, I don't know, like the whole Down syndrome conversation. It's not a new one. I've been seeing people on TikTok have this conversation, including so-called doctors. Don't know what the degree is, but it has doctor in the username and they wear the white, you know, the internet's insane. So I was like, okay, this girl is different. Like, she's coming with a different approach. Like, she's not doing too much, you know? But now it comes to a point where it's like, bitch, you really ain't doing too much, in a sense where if you were gone tomorrow, musically, I wouldn't miss you. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's the repetitive lyrics. I don't know. I think it's just like, I do like the one with Pink Pantheress. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The boy's a liar. The boy is a cat. Like, I don't know. And also, apparently the fro is not real. You know what? Fair enough. I've got a fro in my closet somewhere with like all my other hair pieces, right? I feel like I haven't worn a wig in a year, but I have a fro somewhere, so I can't even like cook her too much on that. Like, babe, see what it is that you want to do. But like, I'm nosy as hell now. I'm trying to see, what does that hair really look like? But apparently she's not even like, there's just so much coming out about Ice Spice. Ice Spice looks very Nigerian to me. She looks very Igbo to me. I don't know, maybe a Nigerian told her that once and she kind of ran with it, because people are saying she's not Nigerian at all. At all. There's not a anyways. Another thing that I really liked about Ice Spice, actually, just to talk a little bit positively, you know, here and there in this video, is I did like the fro. As a girl myself who has like afro out a lot of the times, who's like rocking a curly afro too, even if it's not curly, because sometimes I don't put product in my hair or anything and I just like the shape of it naturally or whatever without gels and the mousses and the curling gels. I really appreciate seeing the Ice Spice. It actually got to a point where, check this out, it got to a point where I would wear my afro out and post like Instagram pictures of it and post stories, and people reply and say like, make Ice Spice jokes about me even though I've been rocking an afro, but okay. But yeah, love the afro, whether it's real or not, still love it. And I think that's kind of what set her apart from the other girlies as well. She's like a baddie with her afro. And something else that I love about Ice Spice, I do love the fact that she actually looks young. She does look her age. She doesn't look like she's trying to age or do the most. Aesthetically, I think it can get a little bit confusing with her like outfits and clothing choices, they're not always my favorite, but when you look at her face, you can see a lot of youth in her. You can see that she, I guess you can say childlike features in a way, but she does look young. She probably thought this would be her best year yet, you know, having the Nicki feature, you know, having the Taylor Swift look and everything. Now, something that I find to be, I mean, I know it's the truth anyways, but no matter how people try and spin this one, what she did to Cleopatra, she would never do to a Taylor Swift. She would never do to a Taylor Swift, or in my opinion, never do to a white girl. Point blank, period. You wouldn't have this much chat for her. You probably wouldn't even be talking behind her back, to be honest. Do you know what confirms that Ice Spice is a mean girl for me, though? And listen, we're just chatting, we're just having a rant. Is the fact that when Cleopatra made her TikTok videos, Ice Spice is going and talking to her fans. Cool, fair enough, you know, if you have every right to. But it's the way that she's saying, bitch, you were eating the food like you're a vacuum. Bitch, I'm in a restaurant. Of course I'm gonna eat. I don't know, she's really trying to do this whole skinny thing. And it's like, do it in peace. Oh, so now you're hating on me because I'm eating the food. Bitch, yes, I will happily be a vacuum then, because girl, I need to eat. We're in a restaurant. What are you paying for? I'ma eat, and keep on eating. You know, just cussing at her friends, saying that you will never be anything. It's like, girl, you're not talented enough to be talking like that. My question for you guys is, what made Ice Spice the it girl for you? Or like, what made her so popular? I think it's the whole, like, it's the twerking back to back. It's like the mysterious aspect. I understood that. But babies, I'm tired of you twerking. I'm tired of you throwing it back in several circles. I'm tired of you just not giving much. How can you go on a stream with Kai Cenat, one of the biggest streamers in the world? This is your opportunity to, like, you know, sell your album to us. Really go for it. And what does she do? He's telling her to, like, freestyle.
Okay, let me hear you freestyle. Fuck him up.
Let me hear some.
Fuck him up.
Damn. Hold on, wait. Hold on, eyes.
Fuck him up.
I ain't gonna lie, the twerk is good, but I see it everywhere online, bro. I'm trying to hear it freestyle. Alright, let me hear something.
Tell me inside.
Y'all like my freestyle?
Oh, that was a
You have a
freestyle?
freestyle?
That was my freestyle.
That was your freestyle?
Yeah.
You can't even do that. You can't even come up with a little something. It's embarrassing, especially if you go and watch that clip. It just leaves a nasty taste in my mouth. I'm just like, sorry. Bruh, the thing that annoys me about Ice Spice is honestly the emotes, the face, and the constantly touching hair. Their boys are like, bruh, you, like, I'm not even someone who can, like, properly dance. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could do a lesson or two. Now, I'm not that bad. And also, not every black girl can dance. I hate when people are like, oh my god, you're black, you should be able to dance. Baby, don't get twisted. I can do a little wine. Ooh, girl, I'm doing it right now on the chair. Ah! Bitch, I'm talented, but not that talented. I'm gonna need a little bit of work too. Why are you not in dance classes? Do you know when we should have known Ice Spice was truly a flop? When she performs live at festivals, yeah? And people are only cheering when she throws it back in a circle and is twerking. I'm sorry, that is a life I do not want to live. So to anybody saying, oh my god, you should show this for Ice Spice, do you know what? I'm actually not. I'm cushy. I'm okay. I'm okay over on these sides. The whole Nigerian thing too, because in case you guys didn't, I'm from Sierra Leone and Nigeria. So like when I hear someone's Nigerian, I'm just automatically like, oh my god, what tribe are you? What's it giving? Hey sister. Period. Yeah, every Nigerian's my sister at this point. So I'm like so confused. Like I'm looking back now like, what was it though? Because to me, I feel like she should be more of an influencer, like wearing I Am Gia. I'm not thinking that she should be full-blown pop star, but she is anyways, and she's had a cute moment with it. I just think things are changing now. You know, I think that she's going to be going ahead and doing a European tour. I don't know how many people are going to want to go to that. I know she's going to come to London, babes. I'm not going. I'm not leaving my cozy bed to go and see Ice Spice when I know that she's not going to give me anything apart from steal my money, probably come out with merchandise, and just start shouting. You're not even trying to do better or be better. You're just stagnant. And she knows that she can get away with that. And I feel like if at this point a white person or light-skinned person isn't aware of their privilege, then if I'm being honest with you, it's 2024. I'm 24 years old. I knew this information from when I was young. Like if you aren't aware of your own privilege, I don't think we can have a productive conversation. I don't think we can have a conversation that really goes anywhere if we're going to start off with ignorance. And I think that she has that light-skinned privilege, and I think that it's okay to know that and identify that. And I think there's light-skinned people, period, whether it's in the industry or just regular people, right, who are aware of their light-skin privilege and aware of the fact that, yeah, standing next to someone who's dark-skinned, things are going to go completely different a lot of the time. I think that Ice Spice just strikes me as somebody who is just light-skinned and shakes ass. And I don't know about you guys, but I need to see a little bit more. Okay, and this is not coming from a bitter dark-skinned woman. I'm perfectly fine and content and secure in myself, and thankfully have been from such a young age. I've never looked at myself like, damn, I'm too dark. I've never looked at myself and thought, I want to be like this. Truthfully, hasn't come to me. Maybe it's because of my parents and them just instilling something in my mind. Maybe, I don't know what it is. It could have been that way, but it isn't. So it's not coming from a bitter place. And I have to constantly reiterate that for people who are going to be like, oh girl, you're just dark skinned, mad at her likes. Never gave that. I know people love to pivot the conversation into that. Sure, that makes sense too. Everyone has their own experiences. But for me personally, it's just a thing where it's like, girl, you genuinely offer nothing apart from arse cheeks. And that is quite sad. I don't think this is the right industry, but you know what? She made it this far, so she's not going to want to change because a lot of people are buying the music. A lot of people are streaming it. But unfortunately, she's lost 500,000 followers in the last 2 days. Did you see those text messages though? She's got a mouth like Who is Ice Spice when she's not twerking? And that, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't tell you. Genuinely couldn't tell you. I don't have a single clue. Why are we like this? Why are we consuming, like, what? No, I get it. Not everything in our life has to be serious. We can like music that's lighthearted. I'm gonna hold my hands up. What was I thinking? I'm fed up. Even when I see pictures of her, I get tired. Do you know what? If you think I'm an Ice Spice hater, then sure. At this point, I don't even mind. That's not even a bad title to have in 2024. Could be worse. At this point, I've come to this conclusion. If you want to see me as bitter or as a hater, I'm happy with that. Sure. Ice Spice decided to do a bunch of emotes and touch her hair and make weird ass faces whilst they were praying.
People are very upset with Ice Spice for emoting during a prayer. There's a viral clip going around of Ice Spice just being very disrespectful. During the prayer, she was seen laughing. She was opening her eyes. She was constantly moving around, which is obviously something you should not be doing during a prayer for Christians.
Praying because I'm trying to show up for Ice Spice like I'm a Christian. No, I'm just no. I'm gonna just say this prayer so the Lord can protect us as we go through the rest of the night and the rest of our careers. You know what I'm saying? So everybody hold hands. Hold hands, hold hands. Lord, thank you so much for bringing this amazing group together right now with this amazing stream and our amazing teams, Lord. We are all from the same place and we are all trying to get to the same place, which is the top. And we all want to experience different things in our lives, chat. So thank you so much for bringing all of us together. And I pray that you allow us to grow on other people, on each other. And I pray that you allow us to reach any measures in this life. And you just watch over us daily. You bless us. You allow us to bless other people with our work and our amazing craft. And you help us enjoy this night. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Listen, we need a bottle of rosé.
If you didn't want to be there in that moment, don't be there in that moment. I feel like her and Riot were acting very strange, which kind of like adds onto the whole Illuminati claims of like selling your soul as well. Like, you're not really Ice Spice, like you have this dark energy, in which Cleo Trapper was also saying. I'm never gonna get over Gimme the Light. You know the Sean Paul remix thing that she did? I don't know how Sean Paul said, yes, take the song, this iconic song of mine, take it, remix it, and do whatever you want. I would actually be embarrassed if I heard the final cut. After Gimme the Light, I was just like, yo, what are we doing here? Like, this can't go on for another year. Like, maybe just one more year and that's it. Like, 2026, no, wait, 2025 next year. 2026, this can't go on then. I'm trying to find, like, new rappers to listen to because a lot of it's the same type of material of, like, sitting on someone's face or just, like, God. The industry just isn't the same anymore compared to, like, the early 2010s or compared to like 2000s, the 90s, even the 80s. A lot of people feel like it's better and a lot of people feel like the industry is better in a lot more ways. I do think a lot more people are a lot more woke and more vigilant when it comes to certain things, you know, such as like contracts and stuff. But if I'm being honest with you, I don't like it. Now, listen, there are certain artists like Sabrina Carpenter's who I love, the Doja Cats who are like more, well, Sabrina Carpenter's not like a newer artist, been grinding for a very long time, but like newer to a lot more people. With an Ice Spice, I just don't take her seriously. It's the ABCD raps for me. It's the 2-minute songs for me. It was cute until it wasn't cute. What do you guys think about Ice Spice? Are you over her? How long do you think she has left? Listen, I don't be saying that about anyone. I'm not saying this about Olivia Rodrigo. It's never going to be how many years do you think she has left? It's going to be a thing where it's like, oh no, she's consistently trying to grow and evolve as an artist. And her material doesn't sound the same. Now, could she be talking about heartbreak a million one different times? Yes, but it sounds different to me. People see you either in a troll-like manner, where they just can't take you seriously, but I'm still going to follow her and see, how can I troll her next? Or it's going to be a thing where people follow you because they think you're like a little cute girl, like, I like what she's wearing. Or you've got people who basically, I think, follow her the most because it's like, is she gonna shake ass? Oh my God, I literally just realized my jean jacket is on. My room is literally a mess. Have I clarified that? We're gonna see how things plan out, of course. But I think that she's revealed herself to us, and if someone shows you their true colors, babes, you better take that and run with it. Still not really sure about the whole Taylor Swift situation though, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't... Is that performative though? Is that performative? Like, I just don't understand how that dynamic came along, the whole Taylor Swift and Ice Spice situation. But maybe I'm out of the loop, and like I know the whole boyfriend situation, like Taylor Swift's ex, and Matt Healy and Taylor Swift. The what a time. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I've been your hostess Keisha, and I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye!